from 10 to 20 hotels is when you should really start thinking about bringing it in-house, but there are three main pain points that go along with that. So one is reporting, how to streamline it, right? You need some sort of BI tool or revenue management platform that's going to make your revenue managers' lives efficient, right? If they're still manually doing everything in spreadsheets and having to go into these brand systems and pull the data manually, there's a problem there. They're not going to be able to either revenue manage all the hotels on a daily basis, or they're just going to do it super inefficiently. Second pain point is training, right? You know, if you have 10 to 20 hotels, you have a mixed bag of lots of different brands, maybe some independents. There's so many different systems out there. There's so many different certifications out there. It takes a really long time to ramp a quality revenue manager up to the point where you would trust them across all those systems. And owners, right, it's not your core competency to know all these systems. If I ask Raj to make a rate change, like, best of luck. It's just not going to happen. So that's a huge pain point. You really can't possibly do it yourself. So you're either going to need to hire a real revenue leader who already knows a lot of these systems. The challenges with that is, you know, a lot of revenue managers come up and learn one brand or two brands, right? Or they come up through the brand systems, and they might be a master of that one system, but it's going to take a lot of time for them to learn all the others, right? If you're fortunate enough to find somebody who's actually certified in a number of systems, that's great. I mean, they're pretty valuable people. It's probably someone that you want to consider, but it's going to be much more challenging to find that person. So, like, what is an alternative to all this? Again, like, working with a company who can help you get there. So, like, we are actually working with a management company right now that's in that 10 to 20 hotel space, and they are basically taking their hotels from a lot of the branded services, handing them over to us for maybe 6 months or so. In that process, they are actively looking for revenue managers to bring in-house. And then the process will be that we will slowly offboard the hotels to that person, and based on their skill set, right? Maybe they're more knowledgeable in X brand, right? So those would be the first to offboard. And then we would help mentor them on the other brands, with the end result that this person eventually has their entire portfolio, or they've got two people that have their entire portfolio. Right. The other nice thing about that is, right, the hotels kind of stay on our platform, so that when they're doing the revenue management, if they need help, if they have questions, right, they're still able to lean on us for advice, etc. Third is, when you have 10 to 20 hotels, you're probably looking at a revenue management team of about 2 to 3 people. And I can speak from experience, when you are that small, turnover is a huge fear. You're going to lose a lot of sleep over that, especially if you only have one guy. What happens if that guy quits, right? Or what happens when you have a revenue manager who's managing 10 hotels, and then you onboard 5 more? What do? You can't just throw an extra 5 on that guy's plate. I would look for somebody as a partner that has your back when issues like that occur, right? Someone to lean on. And if you have that, I think it takes a lot of the fear, and I think you would see a lot more companies bringing it in-house.